How to find your calling. It's not too difficult to understand that you are occupied with your favorite activity. You simply feel it, but how to find that activity? That's the question of all questions. Of course, even such a difficult question can be answered. All that you will need is time for reflection and complete honesty with yourself. Without the latter condition, nothing will work. Are you ready for an absolutely honest dialogue with yourself? If you're ready, let's start. But before we proceed, if you are new here or you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe by hitting that subscribe button below if happiness is part of your life goals. Here are 7 not simple steps. Create a list of everything you like to do. Start with a clean slate. In the literal sense of the word. Open a new document on your computer or take a clean sheet of paper and a pen. Start writing down everything you like to do. Don't try to guide your thoughts. Write down everything that comes to mind if it relates to what you really like. Watching TV, playing computer games, reading, listening to music, let everything settle on paper. As soon as you feel that the list is ending, go over it with a view of life's spheres. What do I like at work? What do I like to do at home? And so on. Remember all the activities that brought you pleasure. Determine the essence of what you like. The first item was the easiest. Now the difficulties begin. All activities conceal a certain essence. Or another way, many activities are united by a certain component, which is the essence of the activity. For example, I have a friend who, when compiling a list, indicated many such activities: conducting presentations, training new employees, dealing with other people's problems, preparing reports, etc. Behind this list lies a single essence. We identified it in the process of analyzing the list, trying to find out what unites certain items. The essence is simple. He likes to teach people. This is how we formulated it. In this case, the word teach conveys the meaning of the process, sharing knowledge, educating. How can the essence be realized in a different way? So you figured out what stands behind your favorite things list. The list of entities will be much shorter, but much more informative for you. Think about how you can implement all the essence in a way that it can bring not only pleasure but also financial benefits. Another example. Before I was 16, I liked to play computer games. My father often told me that it was a useless activity, a waste of time that would not help me in the future. Even then, I realized that it was necessary to link what you do with what you like. I started searching and found that there is such a job, testing games. So the next time my father made this statement, I had something to say: I'm not wasting time, I'm preparing to become a tester. And that is possible. The conclusion is to think about how to implement the essence in a different way. It is possible. I never became a tester, but I found my favorite activity. Write what really captivates you. Now put everything you wrote aside. Leave thoughts about that magic list. Ask yourself a question. If I could choose what to do for the rest of my life, what would it be? What captivates you head over heels? To answer this question, you will need all your honesty with yourself. This is a very difficult and at the same time simple question. Its difficulty lies in clearing your thoughts from everything unnecessary and agreeing with yourself. The simplicity lies in the answer. When you find the answer, you will be amazed at how simple it was and how it was lying on the surface. I will note right away, if you are not captivated by anything and never have been, do not watch any further. You are either not honest with yourself, or you are closing yourself off from the world, or you are a unique case and your situation should be carefully studied by specialists. Remember the times when this happened. So, have we agreed with each other? Have you found what excites you? Now, try to remember when it happened. Specifically and in detail. Try to go back to that moment as much as possible. This is important for 2 reasons. Firstly, you will test yourself to see if this is really what we're talking about. Secondly, it is necessary to determine the conditions in order to understand how you can implement your project in practice. Connect what you like with what excites you. If you look closely at the list of what you like and what really captivates you, you will find obvious connections. Returning to the example with my acquaintance, he indicated that he likes to teach people and, accordingly, activities related to this. When we found out what really captivates him, we found that it is the search for something new. To be more precise, he really likes to thoroughly understand some issue, analyze the knowledge obtained, and derive new knowledge from it. In this example, the connection is very clear. This person gets great pleasure from processing information and he likes to teach people. This is exactly the type of connection you need to find. There can't be many of these connections. Your area of passion is usually very narrow. Now find such a thing. Think about what your passion-like bond resembles. The bond itself already suggests your deed options. My comrade, judging by his passion and what he likes, would make an excellent scientist. We left this thought as a starting point. What other activity is related to his interests and is similar to a scientist's work? A coach, a consultant, a business analyst, a project manager. We stopped at the last activity. This work requires constant learning and conveying that information to others, i.e. training. Then we slightly specified the representation of who a project manager is and identified paths to embark on a new path. Today, this person successfully manages projects in various fields. He has found his deed. Finding your deed is not an easy task. One can do it for a lifetime and not find it. It is a path of intuition. Or one can think and consciously work on the search. This is a rational path. Do what you love, otherwise, you'll have to love what you do.